What's up, Trainiacs? On today's Triathlon Newsday Tuesday, we have a lot to talk about. Javier Gomez announced that he's going to race his first full Ironman distance race. Lionel and Jan had a brilliant head-to-head at Half Ironman Oceanside, and the Challenge family of triathlons announced that they are looking for inspirational stories from you. So what's up, triathletes? Welcome to today's weekly Triathlon News Day, where we talk about all the goings-on around the triathlon world. Make sure you wait until the end to see everyone's favorite part, a Trainiac story from the triathlon community. And if you aren't yet subscribed and you're digging these Triathlon News Days, hit the subscribe button below. But we have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. The Commonwealth Games happened on the Gold Coast in Australia. On the men's side, Henry Schumann won, but what's probably more interesting than that is that Alistair and Johnny Brownlee didn't. Both of which claimed during the race they had injuries that held them back from performing to their best. On the women's side, Flora Duffy won. What else is new? She wins all the time. And the powerhouse of Australia that is the Australian triathlon community won the mixed relay. Javier Gomez announced that he is going to be racing Ironman Cairns for his first full Ironman race. And that's it. That's really all he said. And in Ironman distance racing, Florida 70.3 happened. It was an age group only event, but the big to-do in Half Ironman racing was Half Ironman Oceanside, which is the first Ironman race on the North American circuit. All the pros come out and it sells out in a matter of hours. The big head-to-head that everyone was looking forward to was Lionel Sanders versus Jan Frodeno. After Jan Frodeno pulled out of Kona, pulled off to the side of Kona due to injury, this head-to-head is what everyone has been waiting for, and Jan himself said that he wanted another crack at Lionel. And ladies and gentlemen, we were not let down. Out of the swim, Jan had about a 2-minute lead on Lionel Sanders. Nothing new. That's actually an excellent race for Lionel. But on the bike, where Lionel normally catches up to Jan, he wasn't able to bridge that gap. After the race, Lionel said that he might have to go back and actually look at his bike and see if it was running correctly. Maybe there was something rubbing, holding him back, because he didn't end up gaining on Jan. And in the half marathon, he ended up losing another minute. And as Lionel said, when you come up against Jan Frodeno, that's not a man that you run time into. You might be able to keep up, but you aren't going to gain time on the 2008 Olympic gold medalist. On the women's side, 2016 Half Ironman world champion Holly Lawrence had what seemed to be a death grip on the finish line, getting that top spot. But Annie Haug, former ITU athlete, dropped one of the fastest half marathons of the day, men or women, going 1:16, claiming the top spot with Holly Lawrence just in behind, and our pal, Sarah True, running through a good chunk of the field and gaining that third spot. Galveston 70.3 happened in Texas. It was a slightly less sexy, less touted race, but it was no slower, with 18 men going under 4 hours, and Ben Canute eventually winning in 3:43. Notable finisher in the men's pro field was Matt Russell, who finished 7th, and this is his first race back after encountering that near life-ending injury that he had down in Kona on the bike course, slicing open his neck, his face, and fortunately, Galveston went so well that he announced just today, on Monday after the race, that he is going to be racing full Ironman Texas. Welcome back, Matt. On the women's side, it was equally fast. Mel Hochschild won in 4:07. Mirinda Carfrae, in her first race back after having a child, was 2 minutes behind in second place. And our Canadian pal, Heather Wurtele, was 2 minutes back of Mirinda. placing third on the podium in 4:11. And the Challenge Family Triathlon announced a campaign where they are looking for inspiring stories from triathletes around the world who race their races. If you race in one of their qualifying races leading into the championship, you go on social media, post a photo using hashtags join the family or challenge yourself, you could win a free entry into the championship triathlon at the end of the season, June 3rd in Western Slovakia. So get out there, Trainiacs, let's represent. Now, speaking of inspiring stories from around the world, this week's story from the Trainiac community comes from Alex in Florida. Alex says that triathlons have always piqued my interest. In my teens, I was a junior Olympic swimmer, but lost passion for swimming in my mid-teens, wanting to work and make money. Fast forward to my late 20s, which was early 2017, my girlfriend and I got engaged, and with a wedding a year away, I needed to get in better shape. By this time, I adopted a rounded out, almost husky athletic build, and after college got up to 313 pounds. My wife and I got on Weight Watchers, which worked, but after coming across your YouTube channel, I signed up for my local sprint triathlon. I gave myself 6 months to train and lost around 60 pounds. Initially, I couldn't even run half a mile at one single time. Now I knock down sub 28-minute 5Ks, and I came in 8th in my Clydesdale class in my triathlon debut, and I cannot wait to revisit the same event this coming year. My goal is to be on the podium. I've done one triathlon since last year and have a packed schedule of competition for the rest of 2018. I can't wait to only go further on this journey and the benefits that triathlon provides within the lifestyle that it does. A true, pure form of athleticism. Loving the simple principle of you are only going to get out of it what you put in, my accomplishment was primarily due to your content, knowledge, and overall passion, admiration you have for triathlon. Thank you very much, Alex. That is an awesome story. 60 pounds lost in a matter of a year is amazing. 5th in your division in the first race, knocking off 28-minute 5Ks. That's excellent, and thank you for the nice words. But remember, with all of you, when you send me the messages about how it happens and whatever you do is because I've helped motivate you, you are all the ones that are putting in the work, and you all motivate me. You might not realize it, because I just don't see you, but knowing that you're out there on the other side of this here camera and the fuzzy microphone, it motivates me to get up and do more every single day and try to be better and be a good example, all that stuff. So thank you for your story, Alex. If any of you want to have your story shared here on Triathlon Newsday Tuesday, email me at Taryn@triathlontaryn.com. Include some photos, some shout outs to anyone that you find particularly supportive around you. I love hearing about your supportive Sherpas. And if you aren't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. If you are subscribed, like the video. See you next week, Newsday Tuesday. This is a big week, and ooh, that didn't take too long.
Am I in the video? Am I in the video?
Yes, Mel's in the video.